Back to W3 Schools and the CSS or Cascading Style Sheet technology that we were looking at before. What we're going to do here is just take the actual style information and copy that with Control C. And I'm going to return to Notepad. Okay, what I did here actually was open another instance of Notepad so that I can have both files running at the same time. And I am going to paste that style information into what's going to be my external style sheet. And now I'm ready to go ahead and save it as a style sheet. And just like we did with our web page, we had to give it a file extension. The same will go here. I'm just going to call it mystyle.css. And also save it to the desktop. Make sure it's in the same location as my web page. And I'm going to go ahead and minimize that. And now, in the heading section, yeah, it looks like I still have errors in here. I don't have a closed heading tag. If I was using XHTML, which I would specify in my header up at the top that it has to be XHTML compliant, it would render difficulty because I don't have it compliant when I don't have all the matching closed tags. And that's still incorrect. It needs to have a slash there. There we go. So here is my web page now with the link tag implemented as well. So we have link and then the REL, which is the relationship attribute of style sheet, the type, which is text/CSS. There's other kinds of types like JavaScript files, and then the actual file so that we know what file we're using in this particular connection. So if I go ahead and save my file and go back to the web page again. So I have created my style sheet and I repositioned the screen here so that you can see the files. The CSS file, you can see what that icon looks like. Not quite all the way on the screen, but it should be good enough to get an idea. And then my web page, which has the Google Chrome icon associated with it. So there's my original page, and if I refresh the page, nothing happens. So there must be an error in our file. Let's go ahead back and take a look to see what it is. So rather than there actually being an error in the code, there wasn't anything significant enough to see a difference in our page. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We have the body and the background color, which I just changed to blue so that you would actually see a difference. Let's see if I can change the color again. The color that was specified was too similar to what we already had. So if I change it to green in my style sheet, save it, and then go back to the web page and refresh it, now we see it green. So our style sheet is working. It's hooked up successfully to our web page. Another reason we don't see much going on here, go back to the original style sheet, is the selectors or tags, as we think of them, that we've formatted are the H1 tag and the paragraph tag. So we've changed the H1 tag to the color of orange and made it centered. So let's go ahead back to our web page. Keeping all this straight is the first big task in dealing with HTML. So if I change this to an H1, same here, and then save our page, minimize them both, and once again refresh our web page